Hey guys, so I have the new OnePlus Nord N20 SE with me today. This is the cheapest OnePlus phone that you can buy in the market right now. So lately, what's happening with OnePlus is they are expanding their smartphone portfolio. If you're someone who's into tech, you probably know this already. They have shifted from making premium to mid-range to even budget devices now. And also what's happening is OnePlus is becoming more like Oppo, and this phone is a prime example of how the company is changing its strategy. We knew OnePlus to be a brand that sold only flagship devices at very competitive prices. But in 2020, they entered the mid-range segment with the OnePlus Nord series, and now that very Nord series has also started catering to the budget segment. And honestly, I am not particularly thrilled about this change. We have already seen a few mid-range offering in the Nord series like the OnePlus Nord CE2 and the OnePlus Nord CE2 Lite this year, which, well, were not best in its class, but still they were decent devices, so I did not step back when recommending them. But this phone, the Nord N20 SE, has very uninspiring specs and is ridiculously priced too. It comes with the 3-year-old Helio G35 chipset, an HD display, it has a dual camera setup with no ultra-wide-angle lens, all for which the company is asking $185 or some 23,500 rupees here in Nepal. And it's expected to launch in India at around 15,000 Indian rupees. And for that price, this phone does not make any sense. Anyway, let me quickly unbox this device. Okay, we get this phone in the standard OnePlus packaging. Then we have another paper box which has the basics, a SIM ejector tool. Then we have a quick start guide, safety information, and this silicone case which looks decent enough. Then we have the phone itself in this blue color variant. Alright, there you go. And further down we have a 33-watt fast charger and USB Type-C cables. Now, this is a phone that is targeted towards the offline market, and the funny thing is that this is the exact replica of the Oppo A77 4G that launched recently in India and other parts of the world. It's a rebranded Oppo A77, and as you can see, the design is actually really good. Basically, what Oppo is infamous for doing. So looks like OnePlus's new strategy for budget phones is not to sell phones with competitive specs and competitive pricing, which is what they're known for, right? At this point, they are just selling their brand name. Yes, we YouTubers have criticized OnePlus a lot lately because of the whole Oppo OnePlus merger thing, but what I have found is OnePlus still does have an excellent brand image in the eyes of general consumers. And I think OnePlus is kind of taking advantage of that with this phone. I mean, just look at this design. It looks amazing, and it is really well built too with this boxy form factor. Honestly, this does not look like a budget phone at all. The design has a very modern approach with a matte finish, and these camera modules complement the overall aesthetics really well. So when someone goes to an offline mobile store and the shopkeeper shows him this phone, he will definitely be in awe with it. I would too. But internally, this phone has crappy specs for the price. Just look at this display. It has an HD Plus resolution, which is not even AMOLED, and it refreshes at 60 Hz. If you look at the competition, they offer a smooth 90 Hz refresh rate, they offer AMOLED screen, a full HD resolution, and in some cases, you even get an in-display fingerprint sensor. But here, the display quality is just not up to the standard. Plus, you also get an outdated water drop notch here, so it's like you're using a budget phone from 2018 from the inside. Now, I had already started using this phone from yesterday, and I've even installed some of my regular apps here, and as you can see, even with that, this phone has already started to feel a bit sluggish. So yeah, it does not even feel like you're using a OnePlus phone. I also tried playing PUBG here, and guess what? It's not playable at all. I think for the price, this is the worst value for money performing phone right now. I also managed to click some pictures with this phone, and as you can already see, they are, well, not very inspiring. And its dual camera setup is completed by a depth sensor and not an ultra wide angle lens. You do get a 50 megapixel primary lens, which is a decent sensor, but with the Helio G35 software image processor, it has surely contributed in producing just average results. Even selfie and videography wise, this is not very impressive. I think in this price range, getting phones like the Redmi Note 11, the Galaxy F23 or the Realme 9, you will get much better camera compared to the Nord N20 SE. In terms of battery, you get a standard 5000 mAh battery and 33-watt fast charging, which other brands are providing too. And with such a low-powered processor and an HD Plus screen, you can expect very good battery life from the Nord N20 SE though. So overall, like I said in the beginning, the OnePlus Nord N20 SE is a pretty bad offering for the price. I only have been using this phone for a day, and even so, I simply can't recommend it. It is similar to what my verdict for Oppo's budget A series phones have always been, which is don't ever buy the Oppo A series, and this phone is another Oppo A series in disguise. And the sad thing is, people might be deceived into buying this phone based on its looks and OnePlus's brand value. The reality, however, is that there are much better products out there that's superior in almost all the aspects and can be bought at a similar price bracket. So do share this video with your friends and family to prevent them from making a big mistake by buying this phone. So guys, that is all from me today. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you in my next one.